How's it going, guys? It's your boy Bobble Gaming coming at you again with a deck profile. Today I'm going to be bringing you my pure dinosaur deck profile. I recently came fourth in my local tournament. Recently, about like 3 hours ago. Just got home. Really fun. I love this deck. I just picked it up this morning, going, you know what deck have I not played in for fucking ever? And I thought, you know what, dinosaurs. So we're gonna get right into this. You don't need the extract for this deck. It's really budget friendly, and you really can do well with this. So for the monsters, we are playing the triple Overraptor. Well, for our free elves, we're only playing two, which is free Overraptor now, free Baby Ceratosaurus. Now these two cards are really important in the deck. If we didn't have these at free, like the OCG, where I'm pretty sure have Overraptor and Baby Ceratosaurus at one. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. This deck would be dead. So Overraptor is literally your searcher of the deck, because on normal or special summon you can either Foolish Fail a Dinosaur or add it to your hand, and its other effect is that you get to destroy another dinosaur on your field to then revive back any other dinosaur from your graveyard. So if you already special summoned Ultimate Conductor Tyranno properly, then you'll be able to bring back one in defense position, which is really powerful because he's your main win condition in the deck. And of course, Baby Ceratosaurus being able, because when it's destroyed, just being able to get another special summon is really useful and helps turbo in this deck. So that's it for the free obs. You don't play that many. Then we are of course playing two Petite Pterodon, two Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and one Miscellaneous Saurus. Now, the main reason that everyone thought this deck was dead, and also the one Tyranno Infinity, sorry about that. A lot of reasons why people thought this deck was dead is that not only was Lithogasm banned, Lithogasm literally broke this deck, and along with Danglong, because this deck could just do so many stupid plays, especially with Dracaolo and Lithogasm. That's why Miscellaneous had to go to one. But Miscellaneous, you get to send it from your hand to the graveyard during either player's main phase, and your dinosaur monsters are unaffected by all card effects this time. They're unaffected by your opponent's activated card effects, and Tyranno Infinity is really good for late game because what I like to do sometimes is I like to use Miscellaneous Saurus' other effect, which is to banish itself along with other monsters, and then special summon a dinosaur from your deck with levels equal to the amount of dinosaurs you banish with effect. So say if you banish this and three others, you get to special summon a level 4, and that instantly makes Tyranno Infinity a 4000 attack beat stick, which can really help you win games. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno is the main win condition of this deck because being able to destroy a monster in general on your hand or field during either player's main phase to Book of Moon your opponent's field is really useful, and also his other effect is that when it attacks a defense position monster, it sends it to the grave. So anything that says cannot be destroyed by battle gets Ultimate Conductor Tyranno fixes that, and also when he attacks a defense position monster, your opponent takes 1000. Not to mention he can attack all monsters once. Petite Pterodon, he's like your Baby Ceratosaurus, but a bit worse because levels 4 or higher, and the monster cannot attack that turn. That's why we only play him at 2. I was playing at 3 for a bit, but then I realized that he bricked quite a bit in my old builds. So that's it for the other dinosaurs. For our other cards, we are playing the Rescue Rabbit engine, which is of course 3 Sabers. Well, I like playing 3 Sabersaurus and 2 Rescue. The reason why I don't play 3 Rescue Rabbit is because this deck relies so much on normal summoning out your Overraptor on your turn that that Rescue Rabbit is only there as like another option. And the reason I play Sabersaurus instead of Megalo Smasher is because he's an Earth, and that helps go into Mrs. Radiant if you actually want to go into link plays and getting into XEs and stuff. And of course, Rescue Rabbit being able to special both of them by banishing, so that's really useful. Then of course we have one Maxi. Maxi just, it's a staple card for every format, unless of course you're playing against Dracos and like Draco. So overall, we don't play a pretty heavy monster line. I'm pretty sure it's like 19, and because we play lots of spell and traps to help us like get there and stuff. So of course we are playing 3 Lost World, and then we are playing 3 Terraforming to search out our 3 Lost World. So Lost World before was not necessary, but now this card helps you so much. Like, I'm not saying they're True King variants dead, but Lost World literally makes this deck like explosive, because basically what happens is that whenever you normal specimen a dinosaur monster, your opponent gets one direct egg token. Level 1 attack and defense 0 to your opponent's side of the field in defense position. Now this is good because this deck is like a Cyber Dragon deck. It has to go second, and here's where the explosiveness kicks in. If a normal dinosaur monster on the field anywhere, would be destroyed, you can destroy one dinosaur from your deck instead, from your hand or deck instead. So this basically means instead of destroying that Jirac egg, you get to destroy your Petit Pterodon or Baby Pterosaurus, because they get their effects when they're destroyed, which can get you more card advantage and more plays. And of course, terraforming to search it out because we want to see this card as soon as possible. I really only saw this card two of my starting hands, which kind of sucked, along with like terraforming. And there was that one game I actually drew all three of them, and it was good. Then of course we are playing Triple Fossil Dig. This of course searches out any of our dinosaurs in our deck except for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno because it's level 10. For our other spell cards, we are playing Double Twin Twisters, one Soul Charge, one Foolish, one Burial from a different dimension, and of course the one Dark Hole. Dark Hole is the best board wipe in the game for this deck because it gets to destroy the entire field. So potentially, if you brick with Baby Ceratosaurus, I like to call it baby's pilots, like in Cosmo, how you have like Soul Trooper, Dark Lady, Tin Can, Strawman, that type of stuff. They're your pilots if you have Dark Hole in your hand, because you normal summon it, then you destroy it, because sometimes this deck has a tendency to brick, and Dark Hole just helps fix that. Foolish Barrel helps get stuff into the graveyard for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, and Burial, I like this card because this actually helped me win a game, because I had two Ultimate Conductor Tyrannos in hand, and I had two dinosaurs in my grave, and I had this in my hand as well. So I banished the two to special summon the first one, and then I activated Burial to special summon the other one as well, which is really powerful. And then I just Book of Moon their opponent's field, attacked all of them, did like 4,000 already. He already activated like Solemn Warning. Then I attacked directly with the other Ultimate Conductor Tyranno and won the game. Soul Charge is again also really good because you're really not paying that much life points besides from the other the Solemn Brigade in the deck, and just because you're always going to have something in the graveyard for your plays, it's good. Twin Twister, I played this over like Cosmic Cyclone and MST because it again discards, gets more stuff in your graveyard for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno to abuse, and for Miscellaneous Source to also abuse. So that's all the spells. Yep. For our trap cards, as mentioned before, first up we're playing 3 copies of Quaking Mirror Force. So Quaking Mirror Force is the best Mirror Force in my opinion for this deck because it flips, because when your opponent declares an attack, you change all their monsters to face down defense position, but they cannot change that position. This helps combo really well with Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, allowing you to get in massive damage with them. Then of course we are playing the as mentioned Solemn Brigade. 3 strikes and 1 warning. One hand I opened with 2 strikes and an under warning, so if you just set those 3, normal summon over up the God to Search and Past. This was against Mermail, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, I just kept striking whatever they would special summon, and I warninged their Neptibus, which it was like, you want to scoop? So yeah, these came in really handy. So that's for the main deck, full 40 card main deck. Yeah. For our extra deck, well, I didn't really go into this much, but for the Link monsters, we are playing Double Mrs. Radiance. So that's why I was playing the 2 Sabresauruses, because I liked going into... I actually never went into any of my extra deck, besides from Samurai and Dark Rebellion. Like, they're the only cards I actually went into. But yeah, Mrs. Radiant was just there as an option if I actually wanted to go in there to her. So yeah. As to mention, we're playing Dark Rebellion, Samurai, also Castel and Abyss Dweller. I literally had these in just in case of Cosmo and Burning Abyss, because this of course will shuffle back your Dante, so it won't get its effect off Abyss Dweller is also good against banning Abyss. Dark Barbarian for Cosmo, just getting over stuff that you would normally be able to get over. And of course, Samurai being able to potentially OTK. I almost OTK my opponent. I left my opponent at 200 life points. I beat him in the end, but yeah. So that's it for those. And of course, Utopia package. There's still room in this extra deck. My friend was originally going to lend me Evolves Dolker and Logia. He wasn't there because he was sick on the weekend, so that was rip. Actually, no, I think I went into Lightning once, but then it got striked, so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So yeah. That's it for this deck profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed this deck. It's a really fun deck. Very explosive and powerful as well. It's really fun. It's really budget. It's really competitive, and I believe that this deck can still be like rogue tier and stuff because it has ultimate conductor turn and soul eating over at 3. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.